I'll let you know when it's published, and you can this one's got up on the hatch. So
no worries. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll tag you in, and thanks, Angela. I'm actually going up to the press conference today because I'm going to try to tie some quotes in from here. But
awesome.
I'm not going
to. I didn't know if you were going or not.
Yeah.
Emails are like just so weird.
Well, I actually emailed Glenn Jackson, and he was really cool. He goes, yeah, you don't need to press pass, just come up. And
awesome. He's great.
Yeah, he was really nice. I don't know what's going on with, because I saw Saskia Taylor the 2 weeks before. She was nice as pie to me. I don't know what the story is. Was I not supposed to take film or something, or?
Apparently you're not. It's so weird compared to like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just like you can't take any photos. I'm like, that's stupid. But I guess you could take like photos on your phone, like I do.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna because.
And just try to be very inconspicuous, like. But then again, I went to the stadium. I just literally stood there and no one gave a shit.
Yeah, well, what happened was, I think what happened is, but I didn't know. Like, I mean, they come out and tell you or anything. But I went down there and I just stood right next to the Roosters and got heaps of them photos and video of them warming up and that. And I've been using those photos for some of my articles. But it's just weird. So, yeah, they said pick it up from Homebush, didn't they? So that's fine. I can do that.
I think it's more like the Homebush thing as well.
Well, that one, I did that at Allianz, so I didn't take.
I think it really depends on the stadium as well, because Suncorp, they literally could not give a crap.
Yeah.
I was walking around and everything, but then again, I did the same thing for W League, and they're probably like, I have no clue what to do. Is this chick walking around here, and can she? Yeah. I just walk around. Like, I just got a W League, no one cares.
Yeah. I just need to get about 2 or 3 minutes match footage, so I'm going to do the same. But what I might do is go to the general admission area, and I'll just get some footage from there. But I'll just use my phone or my iPad.
Speaking to she's like, she can't go into the dressing rooms. I'm like, why would Caroline go into the dressing rooms?
I didn't go into the dressing rooms. Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's what I was like confused. I'm like,
I never went to the dressing room.
She can't do any of the behind-the-scenes things. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, she can't go down to tunnel or dressing rooms. I'm like, I'll come let us down there, though.
I never went. Is that what they were saying? I went into the, like...
It was the strangest conversation I've ever had.
Who was it?
Like,
can I ask who
what
it was
do you
with?
think people take photos of?
Who was it? Was it Saskia or someone else?
I was like the most confused. It was like the most confusing conversation I've ever had with anyone over accreditation in my life.
Do you think it's because I am trans, or do you think it's just?
I think it's a multiple things. I think one, it could be because you're trans. I think two, because we're not a big organisation, and they don't think it's going to be promoted as well through our areas. And three, I just think the NRL is just stupid.
Yeah. Well, they knew I was trans when I was playing towards the end, and then I couldn't get picked anymore after that. Once they found out, when I was making teams, they didn't know I was trans. And then when they found out,
I think it's like I think that NRL just like
they're very backward.
I don't really. It just really frustrates me because although SFA annoy the crap out of me with accreditation, they might not even send it out to us. I still get a link somehow from someone. But with the NRL, even if I ask them, we'll send it through. It never comes through.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Kevin emailed them.
Yeah.
And Sasika's like, it's going to be too late now. She has to do it by 4:30. I logged onto NRL Gateway, and the link to accreditation for the grand final was there. I'm like, it wasn't here an hour ago. What the shit's going on?
Yeah, it's just bizarre. This is the sort of shit they used to do when I was playing. Like, they just put roadblocks in your way. When they found out I was trans, and I put a complaint in against a former player. They didn't know I was trans, and I thought they knew, and I thought, geez, they're nice, And I just thought Yvette Downey knew, and all them knew, and then this girl, she was actually lesbian woman. Not that that's a problem, but it was just thought it was ironic that a lesbian woman was picking on a trans woman on the field, telling me to go play bloke sport and all this. And of course I was really upset. Like, she knew, but the NRL didn't know, or who was running the comp, I think it was the New South Wales Rugby League Academy were running at the time. And then it was like they did an investigation, and then she had no case to answer because she felt threatened by me because once they found out I was trans, and even though I didn't fight back, and you know, like I just, and then I was the worst person in the world, you know, like and then I like just couldn't make any more teams anymore or whatever. And I just within a few years I just went stuff it. I just gave up. So, you know, it's disappointing, but, you know, that's the way it is. And, yeah, so it's just interesting that this is still happening now that I've become a journalist. It's like, for fuck's sake.
It was the weirdest thing, like, I've ever, like, experienced. Like, I was just like, what is going on here? And I was just, like I said, I was literally just giving up. I messaged Kevin, like, I'm giving up. Like, I can't deal with it anymore.
Yeah, well, like, I don't. Why would I go into the change rooms? I mean, I know what the areas I can go into. Like,
it was like you can't even get down there with accreditation.
Well, like, you can get in. I think you can get into the press conference area, and I think the change rooms are off. There's a door into the change rooms, but I never went in there. I sat there and wrote my match report and put some of the press conference presser quotes in there afterwards. I never went into the change rooms though, so I mean, it's just weird.
That was just such a weird, like, conversation I had. I was just like for starters.
So
I don't think you can just willy-nilly walk into a change room for starters.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm pretty sure security, if you were looking like into the change room, they would stop you.
Yeah, bizarre. Well, what happened when they
allowed in there?
Yeah, no. What happened with the Origin is. I thought that I went downstairs at half time and they had the Channel 9 camera there and I had my accreditation. Showed the guy the accreditation thinking I'd go down the tunnel and he let me in and then I knew I was in the wrong place and I went, oh shit, I better get out of here. And they were coming out, so I just went back straight upstairs. But that wasn't in the change room, it was just in the tunnel, you know, and I realised I was in the wrong spot because I didn't have accreditation there.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it just lets you go to places and you're like, shit, I'm meant to be here.
Yeah, and then you feel like,
casually.
Yeah, I know. I think, if I get found out, so I just walked out casually. But I don't think they saw that, you know. But I mean, that's the only time I've ever gone to a place I shouldn't have been. So I just found this really bizarre.
It was just so.
So what are they trying to say? Like, I mean,
she's like, you know, I take photos inside the stadium too. I'm like, mate, like, what do you mean? Do you mean like if she can't do it, then no one can? Because people can't take photos inside the stadium. Like.
I know.
Welcome to the world of media.
I know. I was talking to my teachers here at Macleay, and they were just gobsmacked because that's what we're told to do. You know, as you know too, being journalist and having gone through an institution where you were actually a journalism student. You know, so anyway.
Well, like, it was super strange. Like.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's a discrimination that happens all the time. I can tell you, it's horrible. So, anyway, but
thankfully Kevin took care of it. And
I knew.
Great. I knew
he would.